Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this Valley Shore Community Television broadcast. I'm Anthony Camardi.
And I'm Tyler Sari.
We're here at Valley Regional High School for this matchup between your Valley Regional Warriors versus the HK Cougars. So far this season, Valley Regional is 3-6 overall with a 2-4 Shoreline Conference record.
And then HK is currently going at 4-7 overall with a 4-4 in the Shoreline competition.
Earlier this season, December 11th, Haddam-Killingworth won 70-45. So Valley is looking for some redemption tonight, and we'll see if it happens. We are moments away from the start of this one. But first, let me give you the starting lineups for each team. For Valley Regional today, we have Mary Hope Gardner, number 1, senior. Nee Flynn, number 12, also a senior. Francesca Daniels, number 23, is a sophomore. Libby Spitshoe is also a sophomore, number 2. And Carly Thompson, a freshman, number 31. And for HK, we have Annalise Bruder, a junior. We have Caroline Fortuna, a senior captain. Haley Servant, a senior captain. Brynlee Anderson, a sophomore, and Tara Murphy is a freshman. Also to note, Fortuna, it will be a 3-point specialist. Servant has been averaging 18 points a game this season, and Brynlee Anderson has been averaging about 10 points this season. So HK has a couple of sharpshooters and a couple of good players, so we're looking for a good game tonight, Tyler.
Yeah, we are.
All right, we are moments away, so we don't want to take up too much time here. So we have head coach for Valley Regional, Michael Mercaldi. His assistants are Steve Kleiman and George McKinnon. Go ahead.
And the head coach for HK is Scott Meridos.
All right. And also tonight, both teams are 2 wins and 3 losses in their last 5 games. So you only need 8 wins to make the states. And right now, both Valley has 3 wins and HK has 4. So this will be huge for either team for a state tournament qualifying. So as we get close to the start of the game, we'll be back with the lineups and the national anthem in just a moment. And welcome back, everybody, to this Valley Shoreline Television broadcast. I'm Anthony Camardi.
And I'm Tyler Sari.
We are under 30 seconds away from the announcements of the starting lineups and the national anthem. So after those are done, we'll come back to you. We'll reiterate the starting lineups, and we'll get ready for some basketball.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Valley Regional High School for tonight's game. Feature our guests, the Haddam-Killingworth Cougars, and your Valley Regional Warriors. For your convenience, restrooms are located just outside the gym entrance. Our Booster Club is selling beverages, snacks, and hot food, so please treat yourself and help support the club. Please, no food or drinks in the gym. Please be aware that smoking or tobacco is not allowed anywhere on school grounds. Proper sportsmanship is expected before, during, and after each contest. Please show respect for all players, coaches, and staff, and officials who are all trying to do their best. Now for the starting lineups. First, for the Cougars. At center, freshman number 44, Tara Murphy. At guard, sophomore number 4, Brynlee Anderson. Forward, junior number 11, Anna Bruder. Guard, senior captain number 23, Caroline Fortuna. And forward, senior captain number 32, Haley Servant. And now here's the starting lineup for your Valley Regional Warriors. Guard, sophomore number 2, Libby Spitshoe. Guard, sophomore number 23, Francesca Daniels. Senior captain, center, number 12, Nee Flynn. Freshman forward, number 31, Carly Thompson. And captain forward, senior number 15, Mary Hope Gardner. The Warriors are coached by Michael Mercaldi and assisted by Steve Kleiman and George McKinnon. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please stand and kindly remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
But tell me, what's your what are you looking to do when you get to college? Any colleges you're looking at?
Well, I actually want to do cinema and computer engineering in college.
Ah, nice, interesting.
And I think I'm going to try to stay in Connecticut. My top school right now is University of Hartford over in West Hartford. So.
Ah, cool. That's about 10 minutes away from where I live. I live in New Britain right now. So we are ready for some basketball, folks. We have number 32 for HK. That's Haley Serpent. And number 12 for Valley, Neve Flynn with the jump. And the jump goes to HK. Number 23.
Caroline Fortuna's got it right now.
That's right, you know them.
Yeah.
So that'll help me out a great deal. Phil Fortuna now swings it up top. Number 4, that is neat. Actually, Fortuna takes a shot and misses. Rebound. That is off the mark. Valley Regional gets the rebound. And Daniels down the court. And she sets it up. Still with it now. Pass there to number 15. That is not on my sheet. Back up to the top of the key. We have, see, it looks like Fran Daniels, the point guard. Valley Regional, good ball movement there. And the little shot there. Again, it falls for number 2, Libby Spitshoe. Sophomore for Valley Regional. HK gets it quickly over. And there's Fortuna up the top of the key for Anderson. Back to Fortuna. Anderson top of the key for 3. It's off the mark, and HK tries to save it, but it goes out of bounds for a Valley throw-in. Valley ball. And Valley inbounds. Oh, and that's going to get called for a carry. And it'll be HK ball again. 2-0 early on. And HK Fortuna over to Anderson. Back to Fortuna. Fortuna still with it. Goes inside. Back out top of the key to Anderson. Tara Murphy now. Fortuna shots up and good. And HK ties that 2. A little bit of front court pressure here by HK. Valley trying to break the press. And they get it over. And in control. Now the shot. And off the mark, the shot by Daniels. And we're going to get a foul called, it looks like. We're going to get a foul called on Francesca Daniels. That's her first foul. And HK to bring it up. Fortuna to Anderson. And thrown away by HK. Here comes Spitshoe. Setting up the play. Number 15, that is a good three. A two-pointer set by the referee. 4-2 now, Valley. Quickly back up goes HK. Top of the key. To Servant. No foul. And Valley gets the ball again. Heading up court, the head of steam. Here comes Daniels with the shot. And it's off the mark. And it's going to be a white ball. Stays in Valley's possession. A fast-paced start to this game. Do me a favor. And a shot blocked by HK. That's Murphy with the rebound. Quickly back up, Anderson. And they're going to call for a travel. And it's going to be Valley ball again. So, Tyler, tell us a little bit about your basketball background.
Well, I mean, I used to play for about one season, but after that, kind of got preoccupied a bit, so wish I could have stuck around, but just wasn't really for me.
That's not for everybody, but hey, the commentary could be your thing.
Possibly.
All right, you're going to have out of bounds would be Valley ball. About 5 minutes left in the first quarter. 4-2 the score. There's a shot there by Valley. Rebounded by... Originally, Murphy came down with the rebound. Valley wrestled it away. There's a shot. An air ball. And it's going to go HK ball. Oh, good press there by Valley, and they're unable to get to the ball. So HK gets the ball on the side. And Murphy goes up and she puts it in, and it ties the game at 4. Valley now. A three-point shot. It gets a bounce and doesn't go, and it's going to be out of bounds for a blue ball. I just want to note from the scorekeeper, apparently there's a foul called on Tara Murphy. So each team has one foul. And of course, for every half, once you get to 7 fouls, it starts a 1-1. And 10 fouls, you get a double bonus at the free throw line. Fortuna now for 3. It's good. HK takes a 7-4 lead. Oh, and there's no charge. And a shot missed by Valley, and we get a jump ball. And it stays Valley ball, and possession arrow switches back to HK. Valley has the ball out. That's number 31 for Valley, Carly Thompson. Shot up for Valley, no good. Rebound goes to Daniels. Top of the key for 3. In and out. And Murphy gets the rebound. And HK heads up court. Servant now to Anderson. And that is up and no good. And we're getting another jump ball, and this ball goes to HK. Number 11 to inbound, Anna Bruder to Anderson. Into the key, shots off the mark. Good rebound there by Fortuna, or Susie Serban. And the ball, his foot was out of bounds, and that was number 2, Libby Spitshoe. Her foot was out of bounds, and it's going to stay HK ball. So it looks like HK has had most of the possession early on. What do you think of the starts here, Tyler?
I think that HK can really pull this through. I mean, they've already got 7, so They're getting out there already in the first quarter with 3 minutes just left.
And Valley Regional with it. Daniels setting up the play. Thompson into Daniels. And we're going to be called for a travel here. And you have a substitution. First substitution for HK is Megan O'Brien coming in for Haley Servant, who's been averaging 18 points a game this season. And O'Brien carries it up the court. Pass inside to Murphy. Back out. Top of the key. Anderson for three. High arcing shot, and that's good as well. Another knockdown for HK. This time it's Anderson. Valley now. Breaks the press. Daniels kicks it out, and a jump shot. No good. And we're going to get a foul called on, let's see what the referee says. It'll be a foul on Nee Flynn. That's 2 fouls thus far on Valley. And Anderson carries it over to Fortuna. Back to Anderson. Murphy in the key. Kicks it out. Anderson again for three. That one's off the mark. Chasing after it. And it's going to go back to Valley. Here's Valley trying to break the press again. This is Spit Shoe, gets fouled by Anderson. A little bit too much pressure there, and Anderson's going to pick up her first. And Valley to inbound again. This time Daniels. Daniels again, across half court to Flynn. Back to Thompson. Thompson goes up, off the mark. And it's going to be out of bounds to HK. Once again, Spit Shoe had her foot on the line. Both these teams are relatively young. There's about only 5 seniors collectively for both teams. So 2 very young teams. Anderson, top of the key. Already hit a 3 today is Anderson. Murphy, back up. Fortuna for 3. In and out. Tipped, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be HK ball.
Score right now is 4-10 with HK leading. About minute 25 on the clock.
And Fortuna gets the inbound. Murphy. Murphy has a mid-range shot. She takes it. That's off the mark. Tipped up, and it's going to be Valley ball. Oh, Valley had a chance to get it over half court, and they do now. Spit shoot. Back to Daniels. Drops it off. And Thompson. 15. Spit shoot now, top of the key. Over to Daniels. And a knockdown shot there by Daniels. And Valley gets their 6 points of the game. 10-6 now.
Less than 30 seconds.
And a steal there by Valley. A chance to really turn the tables and get momentum back going into the second quarter. Thompson to Flynn. And we're going to get a travel called here. So HK will have the ball with 21 seconds to go in the quarter. A chance to have a last shot. HK has it, gets it across half court. Pass underneath. And layup's no good. Valley with the rebound. And we're gonna get a timeout. Looked like a jump ball. It's gonna be, but the coach Mike Bercaldi got the timeout called in time. And the inbound pass goes to Daniels off her leg, and HK gets the ball. So this is a long 30 seconds.
Yeah, it is. Got less than 10 on the clock right now. HK's leading with 10, Valley at 6.
HK most likely will hold for the last shot. Anderson with 4 on the clock, charging. Shot goes up, no good. Shot's good if it goes, and it's short. That final shot there by Servant doesn't go. And at the end of one, we have a 10-6 score. So it was a lot of back and forth to start. And HK hit those 2 threes, which is right now the difference in the game.
Yeah. Really brought them up.
One thing for Valley is the turnovers. Turnovers have not helped them this far in the first quarter, but hey, only a 4-point game. And there's a lot of time left. Again, this is a Valley Shore Community Television broadcast. I'm Anthony Camardi.
And I'm Tyler Sari.
We are proudly bringing this to you live from Valley Regional High School in Deep River, Connecticut, in this Shoreline Conference matchup. Again, HK has a 4-4 conference record. Valley has a 2-4 conference record. Overall, HK is 4-7. Valley is 3-6. And 8 overall wins are needed to make states. And right now, HK is 4 wins away. Valley is 5 wins away. And which is about, I say there's 20 games in the season for every team in Connecticut. And I guess this is about the halfway point for each team.
This game's really going to be making or breaking it.
At this point in the season, I would say so. With only 10 games left, you only need a 500 record if you have 5 wins. And HK gets the ball to start the second quarter. Anderson now top of the key. Directing the offense. Murphy set the screen. Anderson still with it. To Murphy. Murphy kicks it out back to Anderson. Over to Fortuna. Into Servant. And that shot is in and out. And Valley comes the other way. Daniels carries it over. Back to Spishu. 15, carries it in, and he gets the roll. That is Gardner for Valley Regional. Mary Hope Gardner. Anderson top of the key to Fortuna. Back to Anderson. Anderson controls. And a pass to Bruder. To Fortuna. And we're going to get a jump ball. Good defense there by Libby Spishu. And the possession arrow points to Valley. And Valley now has a chance to tie this game up. Daniels has the ball. Carries over to Spishu. Inside. Kicks it out to Daniels. Shot. And that off the mark. Rebound. And rebound by Gardner. And she falls to the floor. And that's going to be, unfortunately, goes for a travel. HK ball. Inbound to Anderson. Carries it. Servant now. Servant to Bruder. Fortuna now to Anderson. Anderson to Fortuna. Back to Anderson. Anderson still with it. To Fortuna. Over to Bruder. Bruder out to Anderson. Anderson mid-range. That's an air ball, and Gardner with the rebound. Daniels carries it up court. Pass over to Thompson. And that's a nice shot there by Carly Thompson. And we now have a tie game. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. It looks like an injury to Tara Murphy. Looks like your ankle got rolled up on there.
Looks like it.
Hopefully she's okay. You hate to see that in a game.
I'd have to say I personally know her, so this really sucks that she may be injured for the rest of the game.
And she looks like, and tears are never a good thing, so. Well, either way, anyway, we're in the second quarter here of this game between Valley Regional and Haddam-Killingworth. 10-10 to score, locked tight at a draw, and just about 6 minutes to go in the first half. Of course, last season, HK with a 14-6 record made it to states. Unfortunately, they lost in the first round to Old Saybrook, 49-52. Last year, Valley did not qualify for states, going 4-16. Both teams, or HK, looking to return to the state tournament, and Valley looking to make it this year. In the last game for Valley, it was a road game at Morgan High School. They lost 72-32. It was a shoreline game. And before that was home versus Immaculate, and that was a 44-34 loss. How about for HK?
Well, for HK, it looks like last game they lost from 54-52. But before that, they won 57-19. Both shoreline conferences.
The win was against Hyde, and the loss was to Old Line. And Tara is back on her feet. Doesn't look like she can put much pressure on that ankle, so she's going to be out of the game for the time being. Hopefully she can maybe get that wrapped up and get back in the game. I can hear some of the players talking. It looks like Mary Hope Gardner ran into Tara and she buckled her ankle that way. So it is incidental contact, so nothing really malicious. Just kind of unfortunate when anybody goes down with an injury. Let's see. We have a substitution set for HK. And Megan O'Brien comes back into the game for Tara Murphy. And she's going to get that iced up. And we'll have to keep an eye on that for the rest of the game. O'Brien to inbound. Inbound to the backcourt to Anderson. Anderson to Servant to Fortuna. Mid-range shot. In and out. Rebound fought for. And taken away. And let's see who the foul's on. And that foul's going to go against Francesca Daniels. That's her second foul. So one thing you also want to avoid is foul trouble. And right now, Daniels has 2. And you don't want to get that third, especially in the first half. Anderson now. Kicks it out to Servant. Servant in the corner to Bruder. Bruder. Cross-court pass to Fortuna. Fortuna to Anderson. And it looks like we have an illegal screen here and an offensive foul. Let's see who it's on. That foul's going to go against Haley Servant. That's her first foul. And we'll have Valley coming the other way. Daniels carries it over the half court. Spit shoe, back to Daniels. And a steal there by Anderson. Good anticipation. And Anderson resets. And Fortuna now to Anderson. Good steal there by Gardner. And she falling over, she threw it away. It also would have been a travel. So unfortunate there. Good defense there by Gardner. Bruder to inbound. And there's a pass that gets intercepted by Daniels. Daniels. And not sure where she was passing that. Right to the HK player. Anderson top of the key. Oh, nice look pass there to O'Brien. O'Brien for an easy layup. Assist to Anderson. Great pass by Anderson.
HK is currently in the lead, 12-10, with just 4:30 on the clock. Second quarter.
And another turnover by Valley. Anderson going the other way, and Spitshoe is going to make sure she did not make that layup. So I would call that a good foul. Make Anderson earn them at the line. So for Spitshoe, that's going to be her first foul. So Brindley Anderson at the line for 2. First free throw is short, off the mark. We have a substitute here for Valley. We have number 33, Paige Atkinson, checked into the game. Anderson for a second. That one's also short, rebound to Valley. That was recently checked in. Paige Atkinson with the rebound. Again, coming in for Francesca Daniels. Spitshoe now. Pass inside. And nice save there. Reset Mary Hope Gardner with the ball now. Spitshoe. And we're getting a foul call there on number 11. It's Anna Bruder. That'll be her first foul. Pardon, yeah, that is her first foul. So that is the 4th team foul on HK. Thompson inbound. Inbound again, stolen by Anderson. And Anderson converts and the foul. So Anderson will go to the line for a 3-point play. And you have another substitution here for HK. Number 14, Sam Mohammed, checked into the game for Anna Bruder. Anderson at the line to convert for the 3-point play. That one's also off the mark. 0 for 3 from the line is Anderson. Serving with the offensive board and backed up to Anderson. Kicks it out to Fortuna. Back to Anderson. Anderson to Fortuna. In. Good defense there by Valley. And Spitshoe has it. So Valley has played some good defense today. Just turnovers have not been their friend. Never are. And Anderson again. And another basket there for Anderson. She says, if you keep giving it to me, I'll keep taking it. So that's at least 7 points thus far for Anderson. Good ball movement there by Valley. Spitshoe gets it over to Thompson. And a shot by Gardner, and that's good. Good ball movement, great offense there by Valley.
Score is currently 12-16. HK winning, but Valley coming right behind. About 3 minutes on the clock.
There's a shot there by Fortuna that's good. Makes it 18-12. Well, Valley comes down, and HK answers. Maybe a little back and forth here. Spitshoe. Out. Over to Thompson. Back down to Gardner. And Serban with the denial. Carries it up court. She's going to take a little mid-range. And in and out. Rebound underneath Flynn. And Gardner swings it over to Spitshoe. Thompson. This is back to Spitshoe. Spitshoe over to Thompson. Back to Spitshoe. Back to Thompson. To Gardner. And that was off the mark. Rebound to O'Brien. O'Brien gives it up to Fortuna. Fortuna to Anderson. Goes hard to the hole. And off the side of the backboard. And Anderson is down. Fortuna to O'Brien. Off the mark. Rebound to Valley. And Anderson is limping down the court. Not a good sign for HK. Spitshoe now to the corner. Cross-court pass to Thompson. Thompson, good control there. Back to Spitshoe. Hard to go over Anderson, and that's how she's gotten about 3 steals thus far. Spitshoe in the corner for the shot. Off the mark. O'Brien now. Fortuna carries it over. Servant. Back to O'Brien. Oh, excuse me, Fortuna. To Anderson. Anderson setting up. Over to Servant. Servant with a mid-range. That's short, off the mark. Gardner with the rebound. Gardner is going to pass it to Spitshoe. Spitshoe carries it over half court. Under a minute to go now in the first half. Thompson to Gardner. And Gardner's going to get fouled. Looks like this one, let's see who the foul's on. And the foul's going to be called on Haley Servant. And Gardner goes to the line to shoot 2. That is Servant's second foul. And a substitution here for Valley as Heidi Clark steps in for Libby Spitshoe. Heidi Clark, just a freshman. Gardner at the line. And she makes the second one. Mohammed inbound to Anderson. Looks like Anderson's ankle is okay. Fortuna over to O'Brien. O'Brien, Fortuna, Anderson. Anderson looks like HA is going to hold to the final shot. To Bruder. Back to Anderson. Anderson's going to hold. And Coach Medeiros calls a timeout for HK. 6 seconds left on the clock. And Coach Medeiros looks like he's going to draw up a final play for the half. Well, thus far, we have a score of 18-13. HK leads here at Valley Regional High School for the Shoreline Conference matchup. And there was about a series there of 3 or 4 plays in a row that Spitshoe tried to throw it over Anderson's head, and she's like, thank you, I'll take that. And twice she converted on layups, and she's got at least 7 on the game thus far and averaging 10 on the season. And at the pace this game is going, she'll be up over that average, and, well, at least the next half.
Looks like timeout's over. Final play is about to start.
And inbound to Fortuna. Anderson for 3 at the end of the half. And she banks it in. I said she would get to her average at the next half, but Anderson says, hey, I'll just bank in a 3 to end the first half. And she's at her season average with 10 points. And as we get to the half,
HK looks like it's winning by almost 10 points, currently at 21 with the Valley at 13.
we'll be about 8 minutes and 45 seconds for halftime, and then we'll be back. I'm Anthony Camardi.
And I'm Tyler Sorry.
We'll be right back. We have a halftime show in just a second. I know, we're talking. So, quick recap of the first half. HK has a 21-13 lead. After the score was tied at 10, HK went on a 11-3 run to end the half. So, Tyler, what do you think of the first half? Pace of play, anything you saw?
Considering the fouls that were happening and the substitution with Tara Murphy, who currently looks like she's sitting on the back just trying to get better, I think HK is doing pretty good for my home team.
And, of course, Murphy had that incidental contact with Mary Hope Gardner in the second quarter, and Murphy rolled her ankle, and it looks like she's going to try to tape it up and get ready for the second half. But other than that, we have Brindley Anderson has 10 points as far as about half the offense for HK. And for Valley, Mary Hope Gardner hit a couple of baseline shots, as well as Carly Thompson in a nice shot. One big problem for Valley, though, has been their turnovers. Libby Spitshoe has turned it over, I would say, a few too many times for Valley. Anderson, a couple steals, was the beneficiary of about 3 or 4 of those steals. So, and aside from the turnovers, it's really been a tight game, and a few shots here, a few shots there. Valley can make their way back in. But if the way the things come out, then HK is going to have their 5th win of the season, and they'll be 3 away from
States
being qualified for states. So, let me see the upcoming schedules here for. First we'll go with Valley.
All right, so it would appear that Valley's next match is with Two Rivers at a home game. And then after that, we have Old Lyme. And then that seems to be away with North Brantford away as well, and Westbrook and Old Saybrook both being home games.
And then for HK, we have the next 5 games for HK coming up. After tonight, we have East Hampton on Friday, the 23rd of January. So we've had about a week break for HK. So it'll be nice to go into the break with a win. And following that, they'll be at North Brantford on the 26th. And on the 29th, they're at Hale Ray. And then Westbrook on February 2nd, coming up recently. So with about 9 games left in the season, HK needs 4 wins and 5 wins needed for Valley to qualify for states. HK would like to be back, and Valley would like to make it after not making states last year. We have about 4:23 to go until the half is over. A little interesting little tidbit here for HK.
Well, HK is celebrating the new coaches here after a long coach, Jim Bombassi. He retired last year. He was coaching for over 10 years. Coached from 2008 and 2009 for the Shoreline Championships. And he was led by senior Shelby Van
Heisen.
Van Heisen, correct. Who finished off her career with over 1,000 points total.
And on any level, 1,000 points in a 4-year span is not easy to do. I could name, well, on one finger, how many people that I know are in a 1,000 point club. So that's just to speak of how hard that feat is. So congrats to Shelby, who is a recent graduate of Western New England University up in Springfield, Mass. And as the players come back from their locker room talk, we'll be back with the second half action in just a few moments. And we're back to start the second half of play. And HK gets the inbound to Anderson. And as the second half starts, we'll have Tyler here will give us the rundown of points and fouls for each team.
All right, so for the Valley home team, it looks like Mary Gardner scored 7 points so far in this game with 1 foul, as well as Nee Flynn with 1 foul for the team. Francesca Daniels, though, she received 2 fouls, but still with 2 points as well.
We have a jump ball here, and the possession arrow points to HK. And inbounded to Fortuna and to Anderson, and we'll continue. Tyler, go ahead.
Libby Spitua has 1 foul for the team with 2 points scored, and Carly Thompson 2 points, totaling a total of 13 points for the team. HK, Megan O'Brien is currently 2 points, and Annalise Bruder 1 foul for the team.
We have a foul here. So we have Mary Hope Gardner picking up the foul. That is her second foul.
So her second foul, Mary Gardner. Both Caroline Fortuna then for HK, scoring with 7 points total. Haley Servant, though, then comes with 2 fouls for the team. And Brittany Anderson with, it looks like, 10 points. So the most for the entire team with 1 foul. And Tara Murphy still out, but with 2 points and 1 foul.
And the second free throw is no good from Servant. And Valley back the other way. Nice take there. Layup does not go for Nee Flynn. And we're going to get a foul called here. And we're going to have a foul called on Nee Flynn. So to add insult to injury, she missed a shot, and the foul gets called on her. So inbound here for HK. Anderson carries it over to O'Brien. Off her fingertips, it'll be Valley ball. Good pressure there by Valley to make the turnover. And just before, Servant was at the line, making 1 of 2 free throws. Giving her first point of the night. And there's a nice move there by Mary Hope Gardner, off the mark. And we'll have a jump ball. And possession arrow stays Valley. Gardner gets the inbound. Daniels back to Thompson. Oh, good defense there by Anderson, who already has three steals. Huge part of this HK defense. Anderson standing at 5'8", and we're going to get a travel called on Libby Spitshoe. A nice pass in there to Anderson, and then a steal by Valley. That was a steal by Daniels. Spitshoe with it now. Spitshoe top of the key. Running the play to Daniels. To Gardner. Gardner to Thompson. Thompson over to Flynn to Spitshoe. Spitshoe to Gardner. Gardner to Thompson. Thompson to Daniels. Good ball movement here by Valley. Spitshoe. Spitshoe hands it off to Thompson. To Daniels. Gardner. Pass into Flynn. Thompson. Thompson with a shot. Off the mark. Rebound grabbed by Bruder. And to Anderson. Fortuna now. Takes it in. Blocked. And stripped by Flynn. Great block and steal by Nee Flynn. Libby Spitshoe now. There's a whole lot of passing and moving around last possession for Valley, but not a whole lot of scoring. Let's see if we can change that here. Gardner, top of the key. In, nice pass to Thompson. gets the foul and the bucket. So Carly Thompson goes to the line to convert the three-point play. That is a foul on Serbin. That's going to be her third foul. And Thompson goes to the line to shoot one. Unable to convert. Rebound picked up by Serbin. Back down the court goes Fortuna. Fortuna to Anderson. Oh, almost stolen there by Spishu. Anderson still with it. And we're going to get a foul for a hand check called on Thompson. That's going to be her first foul. So 3 quick fouls here on Valley early in the half. And a shot and a made bucket there by Fortuna. That's going to be her 9th points of the game.
We just got halfway through almost first quarter. With Valley at 15, HK at 24.
Anderson takes control and carries it over half court. Pass over to Bruder and to O'Brien. O'Brien to Bruder to Anderson. Anderson picks up her dribble, finds Serbin at the foul line. Little jumper from there, gets the roll. And HK goes up 26-15, and Valley coach Michael Mercaldi calls time.
Got a 60-second timeout right here. Once again, it's 15-26 with HK taking the lead. Third period.
Foul totals thus far in the third quarter. We have 3 for Valley and 1 for HK. Again, if you get 7, you get the 1 and 1. Or the opposing team gets 1 and 1, you get 10 fouls, and you get the double bonus. So 3 early fouls, not a good sign for Valley. And just a quick note, looks like Tara Murphy's still nursing that ankle injury. But she has taken the ice pack off and she's putting the shoe on. So it looks like she might be giving it a go here. So we'll see what happens. And Tara Murphy, only a freshman, so 5'9" as a freshman. And she's only going to grow. So that's obviously a great sign for the future for HK basketball.
Very true.
Thompson now with the ball to Spishu. Back to Thompson. Over to Daniels. Daniels to Gardner. Gardner looking to feed Flynn. Flynn to Thompson. That's going to go out of bounds off of HK. And it'll be Valley ball. Thompson inbound. Inbound to Daniels. Daniels pump fakes. And the mid-range shot, no good. Flynn with the rebound. Back to Daniels, little jumper, and unable to get the roll. Spishu with the rebound. Good offensive rebounding here by Valley. Over to Daniels. Back to Spishu. Thompson with the shot. Two-pointer is good for Carly Thompson.
Valley's up now to 17-26.
And HK turns it over. Valley, Thompson again. And she gets it again.
Now 19 up.
Great series here by Valley. And let's see who gets called here for the foul as both Spishu and Anderson go down.
Looks like they may have collided heads.
Both of them are down. And that's going to be a foul on Brinley Anderson. That's her second. And Spishu gets up, holding her shoulder. And Anderson remains down on the court. And for the moment, it looks like Murphy's not going to enter the game, as I saw crutches coming over from the training staff. So it looks like Murphy's night is in fact done, which is unfortunate. See, I can't quite
still down.
Can't quite tell what the injury is, but obviously Anderson, a huge part of this HK team, as was Murphy. So to see both of them go down in the same game is one injury enough is bad enough, but two could possibly be devastating, as Valley made a bucket, got a steal, got another bucket, and they're right back in this game. It's a 7-point game.
It would appear they had collided heads earlier.
I saw Spishu holding her shoulder, and it looks like she's going to come out of the game for the time being.
We have just over 3 minutes left on the clock. Currently, Valley's at 19, HK 26.
It's Thompson picking up those last 2 buckets, so that brings her total of 8 for the game. She is the leading scorer now for Valley. Leading scorer for HK is Brindley Anderson with 10. And number 33, Paige Atkinson, enters the game for the Warriors. In for Spishu, and Anderson's going to come off the court. Look, she's holding her face, so maybe possibly a shoulder to the face is what happened, and she's going to take a few minutes here to collect herself, and I'm sure she'll be back in the game. She was already injured once she came back in. She's a tough player. And looks like Sam Mohammed checks in for HK. And Daniels comes up the court now to Gardner. Gardner shot, banks it in, and back within 5 is the Valley. Fortuna now. Over to Mohammed, to Fortuna. Servant. Down low to O'Brien. Fortuna now. To O'Brien. O'Brien controlling. Back to Fortuna. Fortuna to Mohammed. And to Servant. Servant, little jumper. In and out. And the rebound squeaks through the legs and out of bounds. It's going to remain HK ball. And Libby Spishu is quickly back into the game. And Fortuna gets the inbound. O'Brien into Servant. And it's going to be Valley ball. Great swarming defense there by Valley. And Spishu to Thompson. Thompson over to Gardner. Gardner to Daniels. Daniels to Gardner. Back to Daniels. Spishu. Daniels. Over to Thompson now. Gardner looking for a pass. And O'Brien with the steal. Fortuna sets up for 3. Off the mark. Rebound goes to Spishu. Pass to Thompson. And no foul on the shot as Thompson falls over. But Spishu, the smallest player on the floor, gets the rebound. And Daniels. Back to Spishu. Daniels, Spishu. Thompson. I feel like I've been saying that a lot tonight. Gardner, top of the key, drives to the hoop. She gets hammered as she goes to the hole, and she'll go to the line for 2. Let's see who this foul is on. That foul's going to go on Sam Mohammed. That's her first. And Gardner's going to go to the line for 2. First basket's good. As Thompson checks out and Atkinson checks in. Second free throw, no good. Rebound goes to Bruder. And a steal there by Spishu. And three-point basket there by Spishu, and Valley's right back in it.
Valley's really come up here with 1 minute left.
And we're going to get a foul called. And that's going to be the third foul called on Daniels. So she will come out, and Thompson quickly checks back in. That was a clutch three there by Spishu. As Fortuna now has it. Defended closely by Spishu. Bruder. Into Mohammed. Good.
It would appear the
Take
ball
there.
is stuck.
Yes, that is a rare occurrence. So, regardless, it was a foul. And Mohammed will go to the line to shoot two. And we're going to have looks like a Valley fan go up and try to get the ball, and he fails. He cannot jump and get it. And we're going to have another one. Attempt number 2. And we got it. Hey, what's a broadcast without a little fun, right?
Very true.
And Mohammed at the line to shoot two. And she misses the first.
Now Valley's really coming back after the second injury there with Anderson. Currently 25-26.
Okay, the foul's on Paige Atkinson. That was her first. And Mohammed here for a second free throw. Off the mark. And Spishu carries it over for Gardner. Thompson. Spishu now. Atkinson over to Flynn. Thompson. Thompson to Gardner. Gardner holds. And it's a turnover for Valley. And HK ball as Daniels checks quickly back in for Atkinson. So what was an 8-point halftime lead for HK just down to 1 now. 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Spishu now, chance. And Spishu converts at the end of the third quarter. And that gives Valley a 27-26 lead. What a great run here by Valley as they were down by 11 not too long ago, and they have gone on a 12-0 run to end the third quarter. Of course, Spishu hitting that three-pointer and then getting the steal and the bucket down the end of the court for the third quarter. She now has 7 points. And she's, for the time being, giving Valley the lead. Let's see.
I'd have to say, Anthony, not that long ago, I was going to say HK's really got it, but now I'm having second thoughts.
As basketball is a game of runs. HK went on a run, Valley's gone on a run. For HK, what they have to do now is they have to figure out what's been going on wrong and fix it. And in a hurry, because we have 8 minutes left to play, and right now HK's down.
Very true.
I would say a big part of HK getting back into this, I think, would be getting Anderson back in the game, if she's able to play.
It looked like she's going through something right now. Not really sure what.
She does have ice, and I guess she's got a big bruise on the side of her face. So she maybe It could be that they're just being preventative for any kind of concussion purposes, which is obviously a big protocol for any level of sports now. As Bruder puts up a shot, no good. Rebound, HK, O'Brien. Pass to Fortuna. In, layup, no good. And Gardner pulls down the rebound. Looks like Anderson wants to come back in the game. Was not sure if the coach is going to let her.
She definitely was a huge help to the team.
Oh, what a block. And Thompson goes up, no good. Rebound again by Thompson, and that's going to be a foul called. Looks like on Serban. If this is Serban, that would be her fourth. That is her fourth. So Haley Serban has to be careful now. She now has 4 fouls. And I'm not sure if HK can afford to lose 3 of their 5 starters. But hey, it is just a 1-point game. Gardner, top of the key. Spishu, Thompson. Into Flynn. Spishu, Thompson. Flynn to Daniels. Over to Gardner. All 5 Warriors touch the ball in that possession. Serban now the other way. Over to Fortuna. Fortuna to O'Brien. Into Serban. Fortuna makes the bucket, and HK back on top now.
27 and 28, just under 7 minutes left.
Fortuna now into double digits with 11 points. Gardner up, no good. O'Brien with the rebound. Fortuna back the other way. Fortuna finds O'Brien. Back to Fortuna. Shot from the top. That one's off the mark. And we're going to get a foul called. Looks like Serban got the rebound. And Spitshue's going to get called to the foul. That is Spitshue's second foul. And it'll be HK ball.
HK makes it.
Was that Serban with the bucket?
Yep.
That's Haley Serban playing with 4 fouls. She picks up the basket, and like I said, a game of runs. HK's gone on a little 4-0 run. They're back up 3. Of course, for Spitshu, that was her second foul. And for Serban, she now has 5 points. Gardner now top of the key. Over to Daniels. Daniels to Spitshu. Nice drive to the hole there, and that's going to go out of bounds. And no deflection, says the referee, and it's going to be HK ball.
Looks like it's 27 to 30 with HK taking the lead just under 6 minutes.
Muhammad down low gets blocked. Rebound to Bryan, and Daniels with her hands straight up gets called to the foul. And it's going to be O'Brien to the line to shoot 2. And it's 4 fouls on Daniels. O'Brien misses the first. And Paige Atkinson checks in for Daniels with 4 fouls. O'Brien for her second. And O'Brien misses again. Of course, the Valley faithful helping out with that one. Thompson, Gardner in the corner. Back up top to Atkinson. Oh, almost a turnover there by Valley. Good save by Spitshu. Great save by Libby Spitshu. Atkinson to Thompson. Thompson over to Spitshu. Back to Gardner, over to Thompson in the corner. Up top for Atkinson. Spitshu. Gardner swinging around. Top of the key. To Spitshu for 3. Off the mark. Rebound is fought for and won by Gardner. Gardner goes baseline. And we have a foul called from the side referee. And the foul's going to be called on 14, Sam Mohammed. Gardner goes to the line for 2. And for Mohammed, that's her second foul. And for HK, both Anderson and Murphy out for the time.
It would appear that Anderson also just left the court.
Not to keep you updated on that. And the first free throw is good for Gardner. That gives her 9 points on the night. But and the second free throw is also good from Gardner, giving her 10 points on the night. I mean, all things aside for HK, if Anderson, the sophomore, Murphy, a freshman, and a turnover, Spishu misses the open layup, and Spishu was out of bounds when she touched the ball, and it's going to be HK basketball. But as I was saying before, Anderson, only a sophomore, Murphy, a freshman, Fortuna, she's a senior. Then O'Brien in the game right now is also a sophomore. Broder is a junior. So we have a young team, and for the years to come, looks like HK will have a good team. And that's going to be a turnover by HK, Valley ball.
4 minutes on the clock right now. HK's winning just by 1 point at 30-29.
Thompson at the top. Atkinson to Flynn. Over to Gardner. And to Thompson. Thompson, turnaround jumper off the mark. Serban with the rebound. Again, Serban playing with 4 fouls. Serban taking it all the way on her own. And she gets the roll. And we have a timeout called by Coach Mercaldi.
3 minutes, 46 seconds left. HK winning by 32-29.
And with 2 players out for HK, 2 key players, Haley Serban has really stepped up and done what she does what seniors do, and that's step up in big moments. She has 7 points playing with 4 fouls, but she scored the last couple of baskets for HK, and so far it's given them a 3-point lead in the waning moments of the game. Daniel's going to carry the ball over half court. Spishu now. Back over to Francesca Daniels. Gardner. Gardner has a lane. Thompson. Mid-range. And she gets the roll.
31-32 with Valley.
Thompson now with 10 points. Buckle your seatbelts, folks. This is a good game, and Anderson is back in the game for HK. Anderson going baseline. Comes back out. Out to Fortuna. Into Serban. Good turn by Serban, and she gets the roll. Haley Serban with a huge fourth quarter. Daniels back over. And we're going to get a foul called on the shot. Serban now with 9 points. And Fortuna's going to pick up just her first foul. And Gardner's going to go to line and shoot 2. And Gardner makes. Gardner's made her last 3 free throws, giving her 11 points on the night thus far. And another make. So 12 points now for Gardner. Anderson carries to Servin. Servin off the mark. Gardner with the rebound. And Coach McCauley calls another timeout. And we got a barn burner here, folks. 34-33 is our score. And there's not much time left. So we got a good one here for you, folks.
I'd have to say, this game really is coming a lot closer than I thought it would be, considering the beginning.
I would have to say we've seen 11-point lead for HK evaporate. We've seen a slim lead for Valley quickly gone, and now it's just a 1-point game. And for Valley, only 4 players have scored today. That's been Daniels gets the inbound pass to Gardner. Gardner to Daniels. 2:24 to go in the game. 1-point lead for HK. Daniels now. Spishu. Gardner, a 2-pointer. In and out. Rebound to Flynn. Layup doesn't go, but a foul is called. A chance for the Valley to take the lead with free throws to see who the foul's on. And that foul's going to go on Megan O'Brien. That's her first. Both teams are in the bonus for fouls. First from Flynn. That foul shot's off the mark. So from here on out, every foul, they'll be either team will be going to the free throw line. Second free throw is no good. Rebound to O'Brien. Good take there by O'Brien. Hands off to Anderson. Under 2 to go in the game. 1-point lead for HK. Fortuna. Anderson set the screen. Anderson now to O'Brien. Back to Anderson. Over to Fortuna. Fortuna to Anderson. To Bruder. And we're going to get a timeout called by HK. Looked like HK was just content there to run the clock down, and with a lead, why not? There's no shot clock in Connecticut State basketball, so you're taking full advantage of that. And I would say a huge swing for HK in this game was having Anderson back in the game.
Very true. I believe there's under 2 minutes left for this, with HK only taking 1 point more than Valley.
There's the Valley Regional faithful with the I Believe chant, heard most commonly during the FIFA World Cup for USA Soccer, but hey, every team can use it, right?
Of course.
It's a very unneutral chant. Or it's a very neutral chant, very unbiased. Because who's we? Who is we?
Exactly. We is who's playing.
Who is we? How is that grammar for you? O'Brien to inbound. To O'Brien in the backcourt. O'Brien gets it to Fortuna. Fortuna to Anderson. Anderson to Bruder. And Bruder gets fouled. And HK is going to go to the line, try to extend their lead. That'll be a 1-and-1 here. And Bruder's going to go to the line. That foul was on Nee Flynn. That's her third. Couple of huge free throws here for Bruder. first is no good. Rebound goes off of the leg. Off the leg of Flynn and out of bounds will be HK basketball. Huge break there for HK. Serve it to inbound. And O'Brien fouled by Libby Spishu. And O'Brien is going to go back to the line to shoot two, or to shoot one, or to shoot a 1-and-1. And that foul is on Spishu. That's her third. O'Brien makes the first.
Minute 16 on the clock. HK currently up by 2. Valley 35. Valley at 33. HK 35.
Here's O'Brien for the second end of the 1-and-1. And off the mark. And let's see what the referee says. Referee says again off of Valley, and HK maintains possession. Every free throw is a huge free throw here down the stretch, and the next couple free throws here will be 2 free throws regardless. It'll be their 10th foul. Into Bruder, Anderson. Oh, and Servin gets fouled hard, and good sportsmanship by Libby Spisher helping her up. And it's going to be Thompson with the foul, and Servin to the line, shooting 2. For Thompson, that's her second foul. And Servin's been playing just about the whole fourth quarter with 4 fouls. And that's a clutch free throw there for Servin. And now they need a 3-pointer to tie. Servin for a second. And that one's good. Huge free throws for Servin, making it a 4-point game. Daniels now. Daniels off the mark, rebounded by O'Brien. And Anderson gets fouled hard. So it looks like Anderson going to the line. And that's Nee Flynn picking up her 4th foul. So with under a minute to go, HK has a 4-point lead. Anderson to the line shooting 2. And this is a much different outcome than the first game they played when HK won 70-45.
Very true.
This has been a very close game. It's actually been a really good basketball game.
It has been.
And it looks like HK is wrapping this up, but I'm not going to speak too quickly, because anything can happen. Anderson, her second. Off the mark. And it's going to be out of bounds, Valley ball. So if you're Valley, I think you need a 3-pointer or a quick 2 to get back in it. Daniels with an easy 2. And a timeout called by Coach McCaldy as Daniels puts in the bucket, and they are now down by 3. For Daniels, she now has 6 points. The score HK 38, Valley 35. This one coming right down to the wire. So, as this timeout comes to a close, I'd like to thank everybody who's tuned in thus far. And if you're just joining us, here we have a close game between Valley Regional and Haddam-Killingworth Regional High School. 38-35, HK leads, and HK to inbound the ball. Inbound to Anderson. And HK coach calls for timeout as they were in danger of getting an 8-second call called on them. You have to get the ball over half court in 8 seconds, and It didn't look like HK was going to be able to do that. So
Not at all.
good timeout. Good use of the timeout there by the coach. And that leaves one timeout left for HK and I think 2 for Valley. So this one, like last half, the last minute could end up being, well, more than that.
Very true.
I'm watching an NBA game and, all right, 2 minutes left in the game. Like, don't be so sure about that.
The defense on Valley and HK is extremely strong.
Yes, both teams played great defense today.
Yeah.
One thing for Valley, though, has been the turnovers. Without the turnovers, Valley could have a lead. And here, jump ball. Jump ball called, and Valley has possession. A chance here for Valley to tie the game with 3. And coach were called to call the timeout.
With 38 seconds left, Valley's just down by 3.
So we have like I said, it looked like HK was going to wrap it up quickly, but the last 20 seconds has been about 5 minutes. About everybody in the gym can hear me right now because it's very quiet.
Yes, it is.
You could cut the tension with a knife. So we have, 10 fouls for Valley and 7 for HK. So if HK fouls, it puts Valley in the 1-1. And for every foul that Valley commits, HK will have 2 free throws. Because once you get to 10, you get the double bonus. There's about 20 seconds left in the timeout. I'm sure this place is going to get extremely loud once play resumes, especially when HK gets the ball to try to distract them from making any kind of play.
Oh, yes, it is.
But having the lead is the thing that matters the most, and right now that's HK. So Valley will have the ball to inbound. On the floor is Flynn, Daniels, Spitshoe, Gardner, and Thompson. Leading scorers for Valley thus far are Gardner and Thompson with 12 and 10 respectively. And that inbound gets stolen by Servant and fouled by Gardner. That is a very careless mistake there by Valley. And again, turnovers killing Valley thus in this game. Servant goes to the line to shoot 2. And for the Warriors, that's going to be Gardner's 3rd foul. Valley fans said don't miss. Servant didn't. Servant for a 2nd.
HK now up by 4.
And Servant missed her 2nd free throw. Daniels carries it over half court to Thompson, to Daniels, to Spitshoe. Time running down by 4. Gardner goes to the hole, puts it up, gets blocked by Servant. Servant's out of bounds and it hits her on the missed shot, and it's going to be Valley ball.
19 seconds left in the game, down by 4.
Servant now has 10 points. Into Thompson. Thompson spin around. No good. Servant with the rebound. And she gets fouled by Flynn. And that'll be Nee Flynn's 5th foul. She'll be out of the game. And Servant goes back to the line for 2 more. And I said it before, Haley Servant has been she's been great in the 4th quarter.
She really has.
Been absolutely huge for this HK team, and I would be one to give her player of the game because down the stretch she made it count.
She has definitely taken this team forward this match.
Anderson was out, Murphy was out. She stepped up. And Servant calmly knocks down that free throw.
Up to 5-point lead now.
Giving Servant 11 points. A team leading 11 points to go with Fortuna and Anderson, all 3 with 11 points tonight. Off the mark of the second. They need a 3.
10 seconds left.
And Daniels hits. Daniels hits. They refuse to quit.
6 seconds left. Valley makes it 37-40 now.
So Francesca Daniels hits on the jumper, giving Valley a faint pulse in this game. They're going to need HK to miss the front end of... Actually, no. They're going to need HK to miss both free throws, come down and hit a 3 in 6 seconds. Possible. I've seen it happen. I've seen more than that happen.
It's going to be close.
In 6 seconds. 6 seconds in basketball is probably the 6th longest seconds in any sport. I mean, also of note today, we have 3 injured Warriors: Madison Tizzy, Alyssa Rankin, and Brianna O'Brien. So, three injuries to Valley players didn't help. But I mean, they played a great game today. Both sides have been awesome, and it's been a fun game to commentate.
It really has been. So 6 seconds left. Valley down by 3.
HK to inbound. And a turnover. Oh, and we get a foul called. If that shot had fallen for Gardner, the free throw would have tied it. But Gardner couldn't get the shot to go, and she has 2 free throws. And for Servant, that's going to be her 5th foul. She's out of the game, but and she left everything out on the floor. Great game by Haley Servant.
She's left a huge impact on this match.
Daniels comes out quickly for Valley, and Sam Mohammed checks in for Servant. First free throw's no good for Gardner. And Anderson with the rebound and fouled quickly. And that's going to be Paige Atkinson picking up her first foul. So Daniels going to check back into the game. For any hope at all, HK is going to have to miss both free throws. And the referee gets the order set, and Anderson to the line to ice the game. Oh, and Anderson just barely gets the front of the rim on the first free throw. And Fran Daniels at half court.
With 4 seconds left.
And the second one is missed. To Daniels. Oh, and she does not get the shot off. And HK survives with a victory. Final score is 40-37. Valley gave a valiant effort, but comes up just short. If they had one more second, Daniels would have been able to get that shot off.
I would had no doubt.
I said, what an unbelievable game. The final score again, 40. It's a Haddam-Killingworth Valley Regional 37. Top scores for today's game for Valley Regional. 12 points. And Carly Thompson with 10 points. Francesca Daniels had 8. And Libby Spitshoe had 7. For HK, with 11 points were Caroline Fortuna, Haley Servant, and Brynlee Anderson. 2 points to Tara Murphy, who was injured early, and 3 points for Megan O'Brien. But no bigger performance tonight than I would say from Haley Servant, who stepped up in the fourth with 4 fouls and led her team to victory. I said Brynlee Anderson in the first half, Haley Servant in the second half.
We did end up.
And as we wrap up here, I'm Anthony Camardi.
And I'm Tyler Sari.
And thank you for watching this Valley Shore Community Television broadcast. Have a good night, everyone.